This judge, okay, judge heal the world. Judge heal the world.
The kind of music that they are singing,
the
kind of music they are singing in the music reality
and
show we are talking about, it's not heal the world.
It's not only.
You and I know it's not heal the world. They are going to go and sing
Okay, can I?
from first week to the last
now,
week.
are you aware that in those reality shows they give you options to select vocals that
they don't
go
give
for
you options all the times.
But the person managing you gives you an option.
Not all the time.
But okay.
Not all the time.
Sometimes they just impose a music on you and you have to go and learn the lyrics. And the lyrics is going outside from what you confess. My God, you confess God with your lips. You confess Jesus with your mouth. And then you go and confess pussy with your mouth.
See fire.
Sorry, but can we go beyond? Okay.
You are welcome once again to the Untamed podcast, where we talk about anything and everything. And I am your host for today, Ifunanya Chiku. And with me are three wonderful people, which I'm gonna introduce you to them. They're like my paddies, like my guys. The one in front of me is the young lady. She's just smiling, but it be like say she get fire in her body, but she never shows us yet. This is Chioma.
Hi, Ife.
Hello. And beside her is the one with the buzz voice. Hope. Hope you like that. You're going to hear more of it in this podcast. Beside me, let me pause. The way he's looking, the way he looks like a sheep. But if this my guy starts in the hot argument, you go hear him. Beside him, I call him Buzo, but his name is Chiboza. Did I pronounce it? Thank you all for joining me today in this podcast, because the topic today, you need to think it. You need to bring your value system and the value system of the generation and the future together, join together. The topic today is, you're a Christian, right?
Yes.
You're a believer.
Yes, I am.
Hope, are you a believer?
Yes, I am.
Buzo, you're a believer?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, good. So I can feel confident to ask my question. I'm a believer also. Yeah. So my question today is, as a believer, should you go for a reality show? Or let me reframe my question. You're a believer, right? You all are believers. Do you consider reality show carnal? I'm going to start with a beautiful jumpsuit lady in front of me. Do you consider reality show carnal? Choma, let's hear your view.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Do I consider a reality show carnal? It depends on what kind of reality show you're talking about here. Because from my own little understanding of what a reality show is where you actually showcase your lifestyle, like who you really are. Okay. So in a reality show, there is no room for pretense or room for being someone else. But in the same vein, in a reality show, you can actually come in as someone else and try to maintain who you came as till the end of the show. Yeah. So to me, should I say to me, yeah, it's two-sided.
Why is it two-sided? Okay, let me be specific.
Okay.
In case anybody's thinking, not Christian reality show. Reality show. And we know the ones that are very popular. We know those ones that they have 40 million views and viewers and all that. So I'm talking about reality show, not Christian. Leave the Christian. Normal reality show. Do you think it's common?
So you're a believer. I don't think you should be on that reality show because it doesn't portray who you really are.
Okay. Hope, let's hear from you.
Okay, so there are shows and there are...
This your boy still they do me so much.
So yeah, we have different shows. Like she said, a reality show is where you're just supposed to go and be yourself, which as a believer shouldn't be an issue because we are always supposed to portray Christ. However, certain reality shows would push you into wanting to do things that believers are not supposed to do.
True.
If you must succeed or advance in that show. That now becomes an impediment as a believer. So let me use myself as an example. Okay. Before I go for a reality show, it will most likely not be the first season. I would observe what is the aim of the show. What am I going there to do? Mm-hmm. What happens in this show? What has happened in the past? Will anything here be an impediment for me?
Okay.
Will I have to leave my Christian standards? If the answer is yes.
Oh, the question is just, do you think it's carnal or not?
Yes. So if the things that happen on the show would stop me from portraying my lifestyle as a Christian, then yes, it's a carnal show.
If it will cut off your Christian race.
Exactly.
Just let
Carnal for me, and I should not be there.
Lion in sheep clothing or sheep in lion. I don't know which one, but let's say your view.
You know
Where
what?
is the lie?
Okay, tell us.
Reality show. Real and show. That's it, Abi.
Yes.
Now, first, let's ask ourselves, what's a reality show?
Mm-hmm.
Reality show simply talks about ordinary people in a live event. And ordinary people in a live event can go towards music, it can go towards stage, it can go towards trying to hunt a particular talent.
Okay.
So that's why when we are saying a believer and a reality show, I think reality show is simply being realistic.
So do you consider it carnal or not?
You tell me, I think it's not about considering it carnal. It comes from the moral angle. When I mean moral angle, now we have music event at a reality show. And things like this we are having is a show. And it's also being realistic.
Okay.
We have some shows that we see major events hubs hosting maybe music events and everything. These are reality shows. It now comes on personal judgment. Okay. What is your moral about it? You are living your life, yes, but does it suit what you want to achieve? So that's why I say reality show is being realistic.
Mm-hmm.
So telling me, does a believer go to reality? What's that? Being realistic. It's not left to you when you go there, you now want to bring out the peace in you. So I feel that it's realistic or that's just how I see it. Nothing more.
Okay.
For this thing you said, I'm going to ask this question.
Okay.
Now, imagine in this reality show, there are no limits. Like, what I mean, no limits. There are no limits to morality, anything. Would you go for it? Imagine there were no rules. What would be the limit to the things you can do?
Okay.
Let me be very specific. And this being specific is not, don't give me such a general, I will stand, I will only smile. I want you to go deep. Because
okay.
you know those shows. I'm going to start with hope, right? Okay. We know those shows. So those shows, you don't have to say that, but you know those shows where there are no limits. So those kind of shows, if you go for it, what are your limits in that kind of show? Okay,
I would quote you on that.
Okay.
Firstly,
where's the knife? Say you want to cut me.
So, firstly, like I said, I wouldn't even expect myself to be in such a show.
Imagine you're there.
Okay, imagine one day I slept and I woke up there.
You woke up there.
I still carry my bag.
And in reality show, there's no limit to anything. Like, no limit at all. What would be your limit?
As a believer, my life is always supposed to portray Christ in everything I do. And frankly, I know that those kind of shows don't support such. That's just the truth. People must be honest with themselves. Those kind of shows don't want this Christian brother or Christian sister living that kind of life. They want you to do certain things that will get people talking and boost their views.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Can I counter you?
Okay,
sorry.
I'm with you.
But if you are not like, I want people to
Sorry. What you are saying, I'm not.
Imagine you're like in a house, guys. Imagine you're in a house.
See, when you are talking about such shows, if you're a devil, you're a devil.
Okay.
If you're a Christian, you're a Christian.
Okay.
So it now depends, it now depends on the angle you are looking at it. So I think the mindset most of us have reality show. Okay, now let me give a scenario. Do you know that living your life is a reality show? The only difference, the only difference is that there is no camera recording.
I think that's what makes a show a show.
The only difference is that there is nothing, maybe there are no, it's even a reality show because maybe God and spirit, there's somewhere they watch us. Okay. No, it's being real because it's a reality show.
Okay, so I'm about to go deep now, right?
Okay.
Imagine this reality show now is not music, right? It's lifestyle. You're in a house. Mm-hmm. And in the house, you have to live with people. You have to live with the opposite sex. Mm. And you have to sleep on the same bed with them. You have to be together and all that. Then you have to go for the parties rock somebody, kiss somebody, and if has something happen, you can is allowed. So my question is, Chioma, what's the limit you can go in that kind of reality show? I've said everything now. Like, imagine you just have to, all you have to do in the house, sleep, wake up, play games. There's club, there's party, rock men, you can open up, there's the bedroom, you can bait with guys, you can sleep on the same bed with guys. What is the limit you can go?
You forgot to add that there's a task and there are prizes to be won. Yeah?
Okay. That's included.
Okay. So what would I do, or what's the limit?
Yes. Also
to what I can do, yeah? Okay. So I can't go on a reality show and start frolicking or start having sex with guys, yeah? Mm-hmm. Not even with ladies, with anybody here. I can't go on a reality show. Like, I can't go on a reality show and be stoop so low to... Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying those that do it are stooping low. No, they have their reasons for doing it. But for me, I wouldn't go there and do that. Secondly, I wouldn't go there and expose my body or start maybe doing those things that I know will not portray me as a believer. Me. I'm talking about myself here. So I wouldn't do those things that would actually make my Christian journey or my already built Christian faith to this level where I am. No. To this level where I am currently. I wouldn't try to allow anything jeopardize it. So
will you go to the club?
Will I go to the club?
Yes.
Because it is compulsory to go to the club in a reality show. I would go to the club, yes.
But we do like some,
some whining and dancing. You know, I think there's a limit to which that can go actually. I can be a hype lady. I can hype you to you feel like I'm the one even dancing. Yeah. You'll be drinking, I'm the one high. So that's that.
You can be high on water.
Bless you, baby.
I got you. We're going to move to the man with the deep voice.
Okay.
What is your limits? Let me ask a question so you can get yourself together. You are in this kind of show that I've described. Did you understand? You understand, right? What is your limit?
My limit on a reality show would be the same limit in my everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us.
It's
Tell us.
That's just like we said, this is a reality show. It's supposed to be my reality, just that it's in a show. Yeah. So what I can do, say in my house, on my own, with my own friends, just because there are cameras in front of me and there's a prize to be won, I wouldn't be pressured to do it. That's why I said I would find it. In fact, I wouldn't go for a reality show that would force me to go against things that would drop my standards.
You sleep and just find yourself there when you
imagination, yeah.
Then my standards will still remain, even if it involves me, even if it gets me kicked out.
Yeah.
Gets you kicked out?
Yes.
Okay. Because of that statement, I'm going to ask him that question later. Let's go to Buzo.
But before he decided to go in, does he not know what it is?
That's the point. She said
imagine. So it's like an imagination. This is him speaking from his imagination, right?
Exactly.
It's good you're imagining.
Even if I find myself in need by some form of chance, that's what she's saying.
Okay. So wait, go back to Hope. So you're forced to go to the club on Fridays. You're going to go, right?
Who's forcing me? Who's forcing me?
Imagine it's part of the reality show.
That's a good question.
It's part of the reality show. You have to be in club Friday.
Okay.
Or Saturday night. What will you do? Or pool party. What will you do?
Okay.
And what would you wear? 2 questions.
Okay. Like I said, I have my standards. Let me not say my standards. So it's not like it's a personal moral thing. I have what, as a believer, I feel should be Christian standards of a man. Okay. What I'm saying is, even if I'm being forced to go to a club, I would not do things.
Not club, bro. Like it's
yes. I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming as part of the activities. as part of the activities, I would not drop the standard. It's a standard. You get. I wouldn't drop it. That is why I'll keep saying it to every Christian out there. If there is a reality show where you would be forced to, where you would have to drop your Christian standards, stay far from it. Thank you. It's not for you. True. Find somewhere else to go. There are other places you can show your amazing lifestyle.
Okay, before Buzon wants to ask you a question, but I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to shake what you just said. You know, even in Christian values, don't you think we're all Christians, but we have different values? Think about it.
There's a Bible.
Yes, but
The Bible gives a
read Bible,
template.
but some people believe on that. So are you not telling me that people that go for those shows, I don't know Christians, don't they go to church, don't they pray, don't they fast, don't
Okay.
they pray in tongues?
You won't put me in that tight corner, right? Okay. So I'll be plain.
Sorry, to go to a pool, is it bad?
To go to a pool.
To swim.
Why would there be anything wrong with swimming?
No, that because the way we are making it sound look like
Okay.
there's a there's a devil.
When you get
No.
to that pool, what are the things you would do at the pool? What are the things
It's
you
to
would
swim.
What are the things? Are you only swimming?
No, to
I
swim.
know
Are you
where
only
you're coming.
swimming?
I know where
No,
you're going.
We know where he's
I
going.
know where you're going.
Are you only swimming?
It's only swimming.
What are you wearing
Sorry.
to that
Sorry.
pool?
What is pool meant for? So sorry, let's remove maybe the rotten thing in our mind.
No.
Sorry,
Okay.
what is pool meant for?
No,
For
see. You
I'm
know,
coming
okay.
now. Can I lie?
Ayala.
Yeah, land.
Pool is
Land your
meant
plane.
for swimming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will you wear agbada and swim? Maybe you wear senator and swim.
No, you can't.
No.
Now the point she's asking is going to the pool and maybe based on the reality show. Okay, now we know one of the major shows in Nigeria. Do you know that when the show is on, I stand to be corrected on
Okay.
this. Some events are not compulsory. They bring the rules. Okay, let me give an instance. Those, let me say, tax and all those tasks you have to follow. Normal, you must be available.
Okay.
But there are particular kind of stuff that will be holding, maybe like pool party and all those. You see some housemates sleeping. I'm just giving an instance.
Yeah.
It now depends on your moral. So you telling me that I think we are talking reality show.
Okay.
Real life. The only difference is there's camera videoing you.
Okay. From her question, sorry to cut you short there. From her question, she said, if I'm being forced to do those things,
Who
right?
force you?
That's what she's saying.
That's the
We're
question.
just
That's the
If
question.
you're being
If-
coerced to go to
Exactly.
the
So it's not an
pool. You are currently in the
optional
pool
thing.
now. What
Okay.
would you do
What
differently?
Exactly.
what will you wear?
So you get.
Hey, we are
So in everything that there is to be done in life, how do I put it? There is
Moderation.
exactly. Thank you very much for that. Moderation. There's a way.
It's like you people are.
There's a frequency.
Two of them. I'm suspecting
Okay.
two of them.
So there's a way it can still be done in a decent, God-fearing way. And there's always that way that would blow it out of proportion
Yeah.
from what it's actually supposed to be. An activity as genuine, as simple as swimming can very easily be turned to something else.
True.
I wouldn't go further on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Buzo, what are your limits in a reality show?
Okay. Let me give an instance. Like,
Before
okay, my
Buzo
limit.
talks, I think you don't have any limits. The way you've been interacting, like
No, see. Sorry.
I really want to
Sorry.
hear his view.
What we are saying, see, can we remove what is on our mind and focus?
what do you know is on
Wait,
your
if we
mind?
remove what is on our mind and what is left.
See,
What?
Can you
Sorry.
say what is on your mind?
your
okay,
mind.
now, okay, just
Okay.
maybe I'm not trying to bring into my line of thought,
Okay.
but we are simply saying reality show.
Mm,
As a believer.
As-
As a believer.
quite important.
I think that idea.
Okay. It seems like Chibus was moving the believer part.
Okay, wait. Wait. Let me say. Okay, now we are saying. So we are saying reality show. Now
Okay.
let me maybe shake the both of you.
Okay.
As a believer, you can be a Muslim and be a believer.
No,
No.
I'm confused. Sorry.
This is
I beg your pardon on that.
That's a topic for some other day.
How
Yes.
is that
I believe when Ifunaya said believer, she meant as a Christian believer.
So did you say as a Christian, as a believer?
We understood
Sorry.
ourselves.
Did you mention Christian believer?
I mentioned both. Buzo. I mentioned
Okay,
both.
sorry. Is it Christian believer going to reality show or
Yes.
just believer going to
Believer
reality show?
Christian. Anyone you understand.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
But wait, Christianity is a way of life.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
It's a way of life. oh.
Okay,
Okay,
agreed.
continue. Okay.
She asked you a question.
That's a question.
Chuzo. She said, what's the limit?
What is your limit?
Okay. My limit as a human being, depends. No, don't.
In the reality show.
He has skipped an angle again. He has skipped an angle. Okay,
Wait.
I'm with you.
As a believer,
Okay.
my limits are based on my.
Are you a believer?
I'm a believer.
Okay.
What type of believer?
I'm coming. Wait.
Muslim
Low
believer.
level or middle
Well,
class.
let's know.
I believe that. Okay, wait. You live your normal life. Reality shows like that. The only difference, if you ask me, is just that a camera is videoing you and people are seeing you.
What are your limits, Buzo?
My
You're not
limits
doing
are
no
based on
direct.
my human moral.
Then
What are
say
your-
it. What
So
are those
say
limits
it.
based
What
on
are the human morals?
Let's hear
Will you bait with other ladies?
Is it not to bath? Wait. Sorry. Is it not to bait? Will I be doing something apart from
No, I just
baiting?
bait with females.
I baited before now. At least with female, there's nothing
Okay.
there, but
Yeah,
sometimes
okay.
be tempted though.
Okay. That's the temptation one.
That's the temptation.
Okay. So what
I
are the
get
limits?
you.
She asked you a question. What are the limits to what you can do in the
Would you
reality
like
show?
rock a
Okay, now,
girl
okay.
like in the
Okay, my limits
house? Would
in
you do
the reality
would you do
show.
like what you tell us now?
No, my limits. You want to set me up. Well, my limits are based on normal. Okay, for instance, I'm not married.
Okay.
Okay.
We know.
It's good, you know. Chop me.
Everybody knows.
Now, I know that I'm thinking of a nice life.
Hmm.
I know there are some things you do and the public see.
Mm,
You have messed up your personality.
true.
Okay.
So every single thing or the limits I would go depends on the kind of show. One, if you look at the major shows we are
So
attending,
just to cut you, are you succomming now with what Hope said earlier?
Exactly.
Because
I-
earlier you
Yeah.
actually countered what he said.
no, the area I
feel
countered
he's
him.
coming from a different angle.
No,
Okay.
Chop knock.
He seems to be saying that you put up a facade
Okay.
when you get to the
Okay.
show. That's
so
A
that I don't
fake
mess
life.
up.
yes, his limits are based on what he wants people to see about him. Is that where you're
Is it
coming
that?
from?
I don't think
Because
so. I don't think
that's where I'm beginning to see.
I don't
Confused.
think
so.
That's what you're seeing
I
it too,
don't
right?
think
That's
so.
actually what
No,
I'm saying.
I don't
Wait,
think that's what he's
okay.
saying. But let's hear him.
I don't even know where I'm standing. We are both of you. But the point I'm trying to say is one, every show that is being held has a reason.
Okay.
If the reason is to live a moral life and influence society, of course, when I go in there, I live a normal life, live my person. Because I know that there are some shows, okay, like one of the major shows in Nigeria. You know that within the show, you see some people become snitch within
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
Some people are gossips. Now, do you know, within that show, if you watch most of them, you observe that some people you smile with are the people that are backbiting you. I'm just trying to be real.
But that's
Now-
real life, yeah.
That's real life.
Okay.
Now, are you getting where I'm coming from? Now, when we are talking of reality show, there are no limits. It's all talking about your personal moral. So if you're a good person, you will live your normal life and you'll be good.
Okay.
Now, I remember is it about 2 or 3 years ago that there was a particular one of the major shows which we watch. There's a particular guy I think he was second runner-up, married.
Yes, he was.
Is it Michael? I've forgotten that his name. Now, he's married. And if you observe, when the show ended, most people hailed him. Why? He knew he was married and he was always conscious of most of the actions he took. The main aim he came was what? To participate in the show, live his normal life. And with the normal life, people liked his personality, and that was what scaled through. And that was what carried him
But
through.
you know he rocked in a club.
Is it?
He danced well in a club.
Why? No. Is it not music and dancing?
Chibuzo, I think Chibuzo has not even answered the question.
See,
yet.
I've
answered the question.
I think Chibuzo is still going round and
He was
round.
going
Like,
round
bring
and
it
round.
home. Bring it home. What are your own limits?
No limits.
No limits. I will just flow.
No
with it.
limits.
I'll
Okay.
flow with
You
it.
just flow
No
with
limits. I'll flow with it.
Okay. Fine.
That's
fine.
just the point.
Cool. So now this is my last question.
Before you ask the
Yeah,
question,
yeah.
rather, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
You've been asking us questions. I think we can
Mm.
ask you too.
How the tables
So,
have turned.
Yeah, let's turn the table a little, yeah. So, Ifu,
Yeah.
would you go to a reality show?
For me personally, would I go for a reality show? I would, if there are limits to some things that you can do.
So, what's the limit you can do?
The limit I can do is to go for the party. That's the limit. But to like maybe bait with the guys or sleep in the same bed. I will never do
Okay,
that.
bet with the guys.
And sleep with the guys. I will never
Oh,
do
sleep
that.
with the guys.
Like sleep on the same bed.
Okay,
And
okay.
you know how things happen now. When light is off, things they run. You know, no, I think.
Why are you chopping knuckle with her now? she said, you know how things happen. We are chopping. So what are you trying to tell us?
No, I'm feeling
Exactly.
That you know how.
No limit. No.
it. Don't crucify me. Don't
So for
crucify
me, no,
me.
Choma is asking me a question. I think my limit is
Yeah.
party because I love good music. Oh
Okay.
God, and I dance well, so why not?
Okay.
So my last question for today will be: how would you feel if your, as I said, don't package it, just tell us.
Okay.
How would you feel if your spiritual leader
Mm.
or pastor goes for a music reality show? Music this time around, where
Music.
you are not likely to sing anything Christian. You know, this is
Oh, I
the
see.
thing. We're all
Okay.
Christians here, so we have to still bring in the God factor in our conversation. Do you get?
Mm.
So how would you feel if now, as I said, think it through, because this is someone that you respect, that preaches the word of God to you like every Sunday. So you, whenever I think of anything bad, you cannot think of him. Like lie, or think of her.
Okay.
So how would you feel about your pastor or spiritual leader that you reverence a lot? Not one person there, but a lot. You meet the person for prayers, for your dreams, for your prophecies, and the person goes for a music reality show.
Can I come in
You want to
here?
start?
Yeah.
Sure.
This is a music reality show. First
Okay.
of all, there's a way I live my life.
Okay.
I owe nobody anything.
You owe nobody any explanation, or you owe.
It is my life.
Okay.
That's the way I
I
live.
didn't say you are the
I'm
person.
coming. The reason I'm saying so, it is his life. It's him.
Really?
It's his life.
And he comes just
Now,
every
the
Sunday to
point-
preach the Bible to you.
I don't get it. I believe that this is a music reality show.
When you sing any song, go even shake your inner. Shake it.
Okay, now we know some of the major, like, okay, Motina, I'm coming. We have like all these Motina, most of all those, they sing. The reason they do that is to check your vocals. They check your vocal. We have like, for instance, we have like the good ultimate search.
No, music.
I'm coming. This is music. This is good. I'm just giving an instance. The reasons most of them do, I don't like me. Nobody influences the way I do things and the way I think. If you live your life and you know you're at peace with it, you are good with it. Then telling me my own spiritual leader, I believe most people see it like, to me, I see that idea of sometimes you will try to cage them and forget that they are human beings. So spiritual leader going for the music, this thing, there's a price tag. He's trying to check his vocal. The aim of those things is to check their vocals and to know if you can sing fluently. If you can be able to sing and everything, you win the prize when it comes to music. I think we should forget the action and judge the intention. That's where I stand.
So let me go home. Let me go very deep now. You're Anglican. So if you see a priest go for a reality show and singing, my baby, all these things, you're like, you're okay with it. You're cool.
Okay, I'm coming. He's singing My Baby, right? I'm coming. Wait. He's singing My Baby, right?
And all those.
I'm coming. He's singing it. What is the reason he's singing it? Is
Okay.
it what he's singing or the intention behind what he's singing?
Really?
Okay.
He's singing and testing his vocals. Now, that's the truth.
Showcasing his talent.
If he's singing, try to check how. Because, no, okay, for instance, while you are singing, you go up. I'm not a music person, though, but I'm trying to give an instance. You go up, you go low. You go, and with this, you can be able to check how you switch from one. What?
I'm
getting what you're saying.
Vocals are during rehearsals.
Rehearsals,
No,
exactly.
no.
So do you
No,
go to
no.
a music reality show to test your vocals?
No, you don't go to test your vocals.
You are
what
singing
Chizo
to
is
hit
saying
the
is
prize.
that the things that they record, that's what they judge you on.
That's the
your
point.
performance
That's the point I'm
is
saying. It
how
goes
well
beyond
you
just
can
what you
sing,
sing.
maybe
The
your stage
intentions they are
management
trying
and all
to
those things, right?
Yeah, the intentions, how you take over the stage, you
exactly.
possess the stage. These are the things they are checking. They are not checking what you are singing. You can say, oh, my hand, baby, I go hold my hand. You, okay, like me, if I go, I know I will fail. But now you check some that too. But you check somebody that when the person handles the mic, the music, the tempo, everything flows.
Chibuzo,
and you know that goes
can I
very
ask
well.
you a very honest
I
question?
feel like
Okay.
you're diverting, Buzo.
So, the same mouth you used to sing, "This God is too good, oh." The same mouth you go and sing, "Baby, I love you. I wanna da 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 do." I'm just asking you. And the same person comes to the pulpit on Sunday and handles the same mic and say, "Do you know what God did for me?"
I don't have a problem with it.
You don't have a problem with it?
I get where you are coming from. Can we learn to judge things with the intention of things working?
Is it? But
that's what we are saying.
That's the problem.
Do you know the intention?
Exactly.
I'm coming. Okay. For instance, the Mortina, I'm giving an instance.
Okay.
They held a particular lesson.
Okay.
And can we accept the fact that we have musics that are motivational? We have, look at Michael Jackson, "Heal the World, Make a Better Place." This, they did not have Jesus in the song, but the song only teach moral. It inspires. So we should I think as Christians, we should remove our mindsets from all those being caged until song carry Jesus, die by fire. Now, these are things that when the person is singing, the person is trying to, you give the vocal, you are trying to express yourself. That's the intention.
But you can express yourself in God and in a Christian way.
Okay.
You mustn't soil your hands to singing.
And you will still be able to do all those things.
Yes, and then come back to the pulpit and still preach Jesus.
Okay,
so Chioma, you're telling us right now. Okay, tell us, what's your view? Let's hear your view.
Okay, well, for me, I don't think my spiritual father or spiritual leader or somebody I look up to as a spiritual person should be seen on that kind of music reality.
So is he the word? This judge, judge heal the world.
Judge not the world.
The kind of music that they are singing, the kind of music they are singing in the music reality show we are talking about, it's not heal the world.
It's not only.
You and I know it's not heal the world. They are going to go and sing.
Okay,
from first week to the last week.
Are you aware that in those reality shows they give you options to select vocals that
they don't give you options all the times?
But the person managing you gives you an option.
Not all the time.
But okay.
Not all the time.
Sometimes they just impose a music on you and you have to go and learn the lyrics. And the lyrics is going outside from what you confess. My God, you confess God with your lips. You confess Jesus with your mouth. And then you go and confess pussy with your mouth.
See fire.
Sorry, can we go beyond? Okay, see, they gave you a song.
Do you know that there are Christian reality shows? Christian music reality shows. And then there are shows where you can go and sing as a Christian. I think there was one, The Voice or something, yeah? There was one, I can't remember her name right now, but she actually maintained her standard from the beginning. Even when she was asked to do a song by Beyonce, she actually turned it and did it in Jesus kind of way.
But she sang well.
She sang it with Jesus kind of way. Do you understand? That she brought it to Jesus. She was, all those baby, I love you. She changed the lyrics here and was doing Jesus, I love you. Do you understand? Now, I'm not saying what she did was 100% right. She did it because she felt, I cannot sing Jesus and sing Mammon. I don't know if
it's now where we are coming to a compromise. With what you said
I'm
now,
just saying you're a spiritual leader.
So
do you understand?
I've not heard hope.
So let's be realistic. It's your spiritual leader we're talking about. Somebody you go to and tell, Daddy, I had a dream. Daddy, I did this one.
I think it's from there I would actually kick off.
Let's hear you.
One thing that sticks out for me in that question is spiritual leadership. Yes. This is not just anybody, leadership. I would expect a leader to be more conscious of his or her actions.
True.
As a leader, you have to be very cautious. You are, whether you like it or not, unless you're just a joke, you are responsible to your followers.
True.
Your actions can easily be misjudged and followed. Would you want,
nobody knows your intention, for God's sake.
Let me take you back now, Chibuzo. If it's about
not going to let this rest.
How would you feel as a leader? Because as a leader, you're supposed to multiply into others what you carry. How would you feel if you go to church and let me just say
that you're supposed to mirror God to others?
Exactly. How would you feel if you go to church and is that what you're telling your members to now be doing?
Well,
I'm coming.
Calm. Sorry.
Okay. Well, Well, my stand. My stand is reality show is reality show.
Okay.
Most of us have the mindset, I'm a Christian. That I think what affects us sometimes is what we are thinking the happenings in the show that makes us have the general view that reality show may be bad.
Okay.
So now you made an example that somebody was singing in a reality show and they gave her a task of singing a particular song. But she used Jesus, what. And now she was able to use Jesus but achieve the same intention. What the reason they gave her was to check her tempo, her vocal, and everything.
Okay, all right. So from this question I asked, it shows that Chioma and Hope believe that spiritual leaders should not.
They shouldn't.
Should not go
not
for
just spiritual leader, any believer. You should not be unequally yoked. You are a light. Lights are not supposed to have seasons when they should shine
And they should
and
turn
they
off.
should not or your sword exactly.
Okay.
They're supposed to always shine through your life. In fact, frankly, as a Christian, in fact, when I became a believer, from that moment up till now, I see, though it might sound funny, but I see my everyday as a reality show. What do I mean by that? At every moment, I know that my life is supposed to be a gospel to someone. Not more to talk of when you are now a Christian leader. That makes you even have to be more careful because
Very cautious.
you would not want to do something that, even though, as he said, your intentions might be pure, but that person who is weak in faith may not see it that way, and you have caused that brother, that sister to stumble.
Thank
and you know the penalty
Can
for
we
it.
accept that reality is Christianity is not weakness?
It seems that this question has no
Christianity is not-
settlement.
is not
Chibuzor,
weakness.
nobody
It's
sees
fine,
your
no
intentions.
problem. Thank you
Everybody-
guys
they just see the
for
outcome.
Thank you guys for watching us. I hope you enjoyed the questions we asked. Please leave a comment if you have anything to say. Thank you. I will see you some other time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.